Hello, my name is Danielle Jimenez. This is my weekly week 5 of remediation reflection video. I've completed 150 questions this week, and I have reviewed all my missed questions. My top 3 missed questions. The first one, the question was, a client has a poor appetite and has eaten 25% or less of all meals over the past 72 hours. Which action by the nurse is best? I put the best action was to continue to encourage the client to eat more than 50% of meals, which was incorrect. The correct answer was place referral for a registered dietitian. My answer was incorrect because encouragement may not be enough for the client who does not have an appetite. Offering more dense food would be more appropriate, more calorie dense, since they're not really wanting to eat. At least they're getting that high calorie in the small amount of food that they are eating. But the correct answer was correct because the nurse did assess her need to refer the client out for the potential problems to a dietitian, because they might request special foods, special supplements, maybe appetite stimulants, things like that. The second question that I wanted to go over was, it states, the nurse prepares to assess a client with right-sided heart failure. Which symptoms will the nurse expect? I put increased respiration exertion, and this is most common assessment finding in a client with lung disease. I chose this one because I was thinking right-sided heart failure, it can lead to ascites, things like that, eventually fluid buildup, which is why I chose that one. But the correct answer was peripheral edema and anorexia, because right-sided heart failure is manifested by congestion of the venous system, resulting to peripheral edema. Also, there's congestion in gastric veins, resulting in an anorexia and eventually developing of ascites. Okay, my last question was a math question. So the nurse provides care for a client receiving 40 drops per minute of 0.9 sodium chloride. The IV set delivers 10 drops per mil. If the nurse begins infusing 1,000 mils of IV fluids at 1,200, how many milliliters will the fluid remaining be at 1,530? I didn't do the math incorrectly. I just didn't do it fully. So the math I did, I wrote it down. So I did 40 drops per minute over 10 drops per mil, which got me to 4 mils per minute. After that, I did 3.5 hours times 60, which gave me 210 minutes. After that, I multiplied that by 40, which gave me 840. And that's what I put as my answer. But the question was asking how much would be remaining after a certain amount of time, which was the 1530. So I had to subtract 1,000 from 840, which was 160 mils was the answer. So it's not that I did the math wrong, because I didn't finish it. So I think this week that I learned to, before answering the question fully, make sure that I'm answering what it's asking, because, just making sure that I double check my math work, I could have gotten that question right. Thank you, that's all.